Okay, boys and girls, here we are. Practice 3, symmetry. Symmetry, that line of symmetry. I remember doing kindergarten pictures where you paint like a butterfly on one side and then you fold the piece of paper in half and bam, you open it back up. It's symmetrical and it's pretty cool looking. So today we're going to talk about some of these lines of symmetry. Now, up here, we're talking about congruent figures, and that really comes in handy when we come down here and we start talking about lines of symmetry because, for example, on number 1, it looks like a sailboat kind of type thing, whatever you want to call it, bunch of triangles and a trapezoid, whatever. So we draw our line of symmetry that goes straight up and down right here, okay? And if we were to fold the piece of paper in half on this line right here, you would notice that this triangle and this triangle are congruent. Okay, they're the same exact size and they would match. So that line right here would match that line. The trapezoid, after that gets cut in half here and you fold it, you'd have a little mini trapezoid here that would match perfectly with this trapezoid here. Therefore, that is a symmetrical figure. Circle it. Brrr. Okay. The letter Z, it's kind of tricky because a lot of people right away think, oh, that's great, yeah, because this part matches this, here's a straight line, but that's really not the case. That's not how it works. We cannot draw a line here. It's not symmetrical this way up and down, because if we were to fold it in half and this side folds over, this gap does not match this gap. We cannot fold it this way across because this points to the right, this points to the left. They would not match up. We can also not go from this corner down to this corner or the middle point in this line and try to fold it because as you would fold it, this piece down here, when it folds up, would not match with that. So therefore that is not a symmetrical figure. Here we go. We can do the triangle up and down and the T that is symmetrical. Fold it in half. There's our butterfly, I think. Again, symmetrical. The umbrella looks great, doesn't it? Symmetrical, symmetrical, symmetrical. Oh no, the handle says no, it is not symmetrical anymore. If you look down here, this sign here, like 2 bumps in the road there, that would be symmetrical because we could fold it from the top to the middle, and that would be a line of symmetry. Number 2, decide which of the dotted lines are lines of symmetry. Well, the smiley face is a yes. The vase is a yes. This is a tricky one. They are both the exact same as far as being congruent, except when you fold it, this piece will come here. This part will come here. So they just won't quite match. Okay, this is a little bit longer side than that. If this were a true rhombus, yes, it would be perfect, but it's a parallelogram, therefore this piece is going to come up here and this corner is going to come down here. They just don't quite match. Very, very close though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Decide whether the line is a line of symmetry. C, no. 3, no, that is not a line of symmetry because this is open, that's closed. Now if we went this way, it would be, but it doesn't. It's a dotted line going that way. Number 4, it may look a little confusing at first. If our arrow was pointing straight up and down and the line was straight up and down, you'd probably be like, oh yeah, absolutely. But since it's a diagonal, it's a little trickier to see it, but that does have a line of symmetry. 5, the A. The way the line is makes it symmetrical. That is a line of symmetry. Same with the smiley face and the hat. Again, we fold it. That's going to touch that. Eyeball touches eyeball, corner of the mouth, and the circle folded. Bam, good to go. The Y, with the way they have it here, side to side on the line, is not a line of symmetry. The part down here would fold down here, and this would fold here, and that would go right in the middle. That does not work. If it were up and down, yes, it would. Kind of similar here with the W. Because of the way they did it, it does work. It almost looks like 2 V's, and you close it, and the 2 V's match each other with that line of symmetry. So there you have it, boys and girls. There is practice 3, lines of symmetry, congruent figures. We will see you tomorrow.